how to decide if it's good enough to do to get you to where it goes. This is a decision making tool from the financial economical standpoint. This is how it's going to work. So, take how much you make in a month. Because let's just say you're salaried, you're employed, you're salaried, right? You, um, so right now, teachers in Texas, $3,400 a month. That's how much they make. And so there's 28 days in February, there's 30 days in other months, and there's 31. So the average of that is 3.411 something. So it's just, if you make it simple, 30.5. So you can just say there are 30.5 days in a month. So what you need to do is you need to take 30.5, multiply it by 24 hours in a day, divide it, and so that number should be 732. And so you take your monthly income, divide it by 732, and that's how much you make per hour. Because it's just, if you just kind of, flatten out everything, it's like, well, you're actually only up 112 hours in the day. So, but you only work 40 hours a week or 60 hours a week, so what do you do? Well, if you just, then it's zero and whatever you make per hour, but it's just easier to kind of butter spread it all across so you can kind of make a better example. Because it's like, yeah, you might not be actually making money while you sleep in some sort of sense, but you actually, you're contracted. So it comes in every month at that rate. And so if you're at this level of things, so what you need to do, take in how much you made, divided by that. That's your hourly wage. And based off that, you can decide, okay, I make $5 an hour. Is it better for me to, I make $5 an hour, so how can I maximize the amount of hours I do? So it's like, if it takes me 10 hours to prep and cook food, I'm just pulling this from Alex Hormozy and trying to understand it for myself. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. So if I take 10 hours to prep, cook, clean, every hour that I spend, I can know, oh, there's $5. Okay, was that $5 worth it? Yes or no? Who knows? You don't have to get all analytical where it freezes you, but it kind of, it's the goal is to free you up, not freeze you up. So I realize every hour right now is $5 to me. Did I spend more than $5 per that hour? So I can basically spend $5 an hour, 24 hours in this month. So that kind of tells you, it's like, okay, was the last hour worth $5, or do I need to delegate something and make everything more efficient? So, okay, it was $10 for a meal to eat, but I didn't clean, cook, so I'm already spending, so if I'm already spending $50 for every meal, right? Plus, so I'm already spending $50 of earning potential of doing that thing on top of how much it actually costs to get the food. So if it's like $400 for groceries a month, it's I didn't do the math before, but that's $100 a week, right? So $100 a week divided by 7. What's the closest thing to 7? 84 is 12, 15, 35, 105. So yeah, so $14 a day, right? So 14 plus whatever, you can do the math where it's like, okay, I spent cost of goods, hours spent, so it's cost of goods plus the total amount of hours times your hourly wage. So rates. It's like cooking, cleaning, prepping, storing. It's like and all that deciding, it's like, how long did it take me to plan to go do those things? Lay those up, multiply that by 5 if it's within an hour. I mean, you got to do the hours, got to kind of calculate it. And it's like, okay, wow, I am, that much. Okay, what if I reduce the hours and then purchased food? Boom, ordered, delivered, $14 a day for two, so it's like, boom, but I spent 0 times. It's like, okay, if you can minimize this and maximize this, that's key, because then you can keep working on what you're doing. So I think that's it. It's like the hidden cost. Where's the hidden cost? And the hidden cost is probably in the attention that you give to that thing, the time that goes into it. So trying to figure out how to do this properly, it'll take, and do it quickly, because it's just a matter of quickness. Because if you understand and you take action on that, then go for it, win. So I know that Alex says this, as he goes, hey, if someone's already doing it and they've used it and they've become successful, then there's the net swing. So then just do it. So he says, if you're making $15 an hour, and this is probably like at a 40 to 60 hour work week, then go ahead and purchase, go ahead and purchase the meal, eat out every day. But then what he also did is he also decided, he's like, I'll get Chipotle every meal. Boom, Chipotle. Because he's just getting his protein and all that thing, and he's not worrying about anything else. So that's just the cost analysis of that. So what ends up happening is okay, I order Chipotle on the delivery app. I can even set up something where I automate it, where it's like, I don't even, bare minimum. Then I am gaining $50 back into this category, so I can put it somewhere that is being inefficient, and so it's just about being more efficient and building your hours to income, or really just building, living below your means. And so it's like, that's how you can decide how to live below your means and expand your means, because you can only go to the zero. It's really hard. There's an infinite way to go up. You want to be at zero. You don't want to be below zero, because there's an infinite way down, and you don't want to be owing nobody nothing. So just peace of mind. So it's like, it's easy. It's like, try to expand your ceiling, because the floor doesn't go down deep. And if you go into the floor and into the basement, then you're in debt. And what you need to do is expand your ceiling faster, because if you don't expand your ceiling, you'll be locked up. So that's kind of the thing, because the ceiling now is the floor of zero. And so it's always math, animations in my head. You'll find out one day. So.